Jaahnavi Kandula, a 23-year-old Indian student, was killed after being hit by a speeding police vehicle in the U.S. state of Washington on the 23rd of January last year. After a year of legal battles, court proceedings, statements from the Indian and U.S. governments, and calls for accountability, the police officer behind the wheels of the vehicle that ran over Kandula now will walk free. Despite acknowledging the impact on communities both locally and across the world, a U.S. prosecutor claimed a lack of sufficient evidence to pursue criminal charges against Seattle police officer Kevin Dave, who was driving at 120 kilometers per hour when his car hit Jaahnavi, a master's student in Seattle from Andhra Pradesh. In body cam footage that was released by Seattle police, Officer Daniel Orderer, who was not involved in the collision but was present at the scene, callously laughed about the deadly crash before dismissing the need for a criminal investigation and making insensitive comments about Jaahnavi's age and value. The King County prosecuting attorney expressed her concerns about Orderer's comments, calling them appalling and deeply troubling. However, she said, as egregious as his remarks were, they do not alter the legal analysis of Dave's conduct. Instead, it falls under the purview of the Office of Police Accountability to address Orderer's unprofessional behavior. Orderer, who was pulled from patrol in September 2023 and reassigned to a non-operational position, now faces potential termination pending a disciplinary hearing that's scheduled to take place on the 4th of March. Now, the video of Orderer callously discussing Jaahnavi's death not only added fuel to the fire, but also raised serious questions about the culture within Seattle police. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value. That's what Orderer said in this video, which went viral on the social media last year. Seattle local media had reported that speed was the primary cause of the collision, as the other cop in question, Dave's high-speed response, did not provide sufficient time for Jaahnavi to detect, address and avoid the impending hazard. The officer did not have a siren continuously activated, instead opting to chirp it at the intersection. While his emergency lights were on, the lack of a continuous siren and the excessive speed raised critical questions about the urgency and necessity of such a high-speed response. In a memo to Seattle police, prosecutors argued that there was not enough evidence to prove Dave showed a conscious disregard for others' safety. The decision not to press criminal charges hinges on Washington state law's requirement to prove a case beyond any reasonable doubt. The release of the body cam footage featuring Orderer's remarks, as we said, had triggered international outrage. Lawmakers both in the US and among the Indian American community condemned the behavior displayed in the video. Indian American Congressman Ro Khanna expressed his dismay, stating that every Indian immigrant's life has infinite value and anyone thinking otherwise should not be in law enforcement. Indian American Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal echoed the sentiment, calling the video appalling and demanding justice for Kandula's family. The Consul General of India in San Francisco raised concerns over the incident, seeking a thorough investigation and action against those involved. The US government had assured India of a quick and fair investigation, but for now, the cop in question will walk free.